Well, welcome, you guys, to a very special episode. I'm so excited. Our very first guests have joined the pod.
What's up?
We've got
Hey,
Sir
everybody.
Luke Calabrese and Hayden Mattingly joining us, our significant others,
Yeah.
husbands, wives,
Otherwise
fiancés,
referred to
sorry, not
recently
wives,
as the fun
husbands,
fiancé.
fiancés, boyfriends, whatever you want to call them, daddies. They're here
like
today.
And they're gonna have to learn
I do not
that
condone daddy.
The daddies? I don't know if I can be called the daddy.
Alright, one at a time, guys. One at a time.
Okay.
So, obviously, this is gonna be their first time on a podcast, so give them grace, but also we're really, really excited.
But we're big Brogan fans, so we're familiar with the works.
In honor of Valentine's Day, Liv had the fabulous idea of bringing them on to kind of ask them some V-Day romance, relationship type questions, and we put out some feelers out there for you guys to ask us, and God bless the two people that responded, but
But we got some feedback, so hell yeah.
we got some feedback, but we have questions for you guys. Are you guys ready? How are you feeling?
Feeling good. Let's do it.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, me too.
Okay,
It's great.
first question, guys. What's a red flag when you were dating, and what's a green flag?
Red
When
flag.
me and Liv were dating?
I don't.
In general.
Yeah, in
In
general, it
general.
doesn't.
What's a
specify to
dating
you
red
that-
flag?
What's your guys'
They
red
want a
flag?
general dating boy's perspective, red and green flag.
Right, okay. There's plenty of them. Try to think.
Too communicative. It's a red flag for me.
Too communicative.
If I'm not a fan of delayed responses, if you will, like when you're initiating conversations and talking. I don't like holding off on a conversation, but if they're hitting you up all the time or like there's just too much conversation, then it's a bit of, it's like
You mean
I
while
gotta-
texting?
accurate, yeah,
Right.
correct.
Texting.
I got a green flag. I'd say one is where, and Liv was good about this, where they don't make it like playing too hard to get, where it's like, all right, let's hang out if we want to hang out. It's not like playing too many games in the beginning. I think that can happen.
So you don't want someone that's easy? Is a
No,
green
in
What
terms of
games
like,
are you talking
especially like hanging out at first, like when you want to
He
see
likes
the
it
person.
direct, guys.
Yes, our
He
first
doesn't
date
want
was
like
very
question
much.
about it.
Our first date was very much, hey, let's get tacos. Cool. Are you free Tuesday? Let's do it. Not, message back and forth and then kind of figure out a good time. It was,
This is one of the ways that I know me and Hayden are exactly the same person sometimes, because same deal, but like, yeah, I think what he means is I made it known, like I was like, yeah, I like you, let's do it again, you know what I mean? I didn't play coy or like wait like a whole, let me see if he texts me first, you
Right.
know, first, you
right.
know.
Okay, so
Agreed. Being blunt's a green flag.
Green flag.
Being
Okay, so that's your
as
green
upfront,
flag, and then
yeah.
red. What's your?
What's your red, Hayden?
Let me think. A red flag? Probably. I'll get back to you on that one. Honestly.
I guess Hayden's. I think you were saying being blunt's kind of the green flag. No games. So you
Yeah,
just
that was
be
my
straight
green
up,
flag.
yeah.
It was like, yeah, be direct and yeah, if you want to see the person, see the person. But
I concur.
I got to get back to you on the
Yeah, but
red
what's
flag.
his red flag?
He's the jury's.
I think talking about like future stuff too early, where like somebody's
Ooh,
like,
yeah.
babies and the future and all that, like early on.
First date, ask.
All right,
Isn't
we're
that
not
being
even
blunt?
close.
Isn't that being straightforward?
Ooh.
No, that's different. I was talking about hanging out. Like, I want to see you. I like you.
That's retrospect.
Wait,
versus
how early?
I like you. Do
How
you
early
like
is too
babies?
early?
How early is too early? That's the question.
You gotta drop the L word.
Say
Ooh,
what?
That's good. That makes sense. You have to drop the L word first.
I don't. Okay, so
Well,
let me
no,
preface.
I disagree.
But
No,
like,
let me
yeah,
preface.
I
Okay.
would love.
You have
if you
to
wanted
understand
kids
whether
with
they
kids.
want kids or not before you can officially love them, in my opinion. But
True. Okay.
You
maybe.
cannot be loved. if
in
you
his
don't like
opinion.
children.
well, depending on your situation.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense. You wouldn't want to get so far down the path with somebody and then realize you want completely different things
Yeah,
out
You
of
could
the
Sure.
love them
Yeah.
still,
Agreed.
but it just wouldn't be ideal because then you'd have.
Master.
We're new to this.
Would you consider yourself romantic guys?
100%.
Yeah, you
I
have to think about that. Why is that?
yeah. Why don't you dive into that a little bit?
He said,
I'll give you my
"Don't
response if you
focus
want."
on me."
Well, honest, I don't think I am. I think I know how to. I like grand gestures per the engagement and stuff, But I think Liv knows as well as I do. I can be very go through moments where I'm not, being romantic.
I guess the only reason I think I'm romantic is because I get the feedback from you that I am,
Well, there you go.
or that you Damn romantic.
Wow, have I been failing you, Hayden? I'm like, it's so funny. Like, I know I'm biased because I'm your literal fiance, but I think you're very romantic.
Damn.
Well, there you go.
You're
That's
romantic
what,
as fuck, bro.
What? In what way?
I think.
You
Well,
buy
I
flowers?
guess he does.
I've been dropping the ball on flowers.
Yeah, I think.
too.
You
I
guys,
too.
I think
had
I
to.
got him flowers last, actually.
That's the only time you've gotten flowers for
Yeah,
me.
but
So
didn't you feel special?
you? Yes, it was very nice.
Sometimes the cashiers are straight
I would say flowers were a lot easier when we didn't love to go to Costco together because I would always snag them for $4 or something, and then be like, "I got you flowers," and you're still a hero even though they're $4.
Romance dead.
But now she's my Costco friend, and we don't go, like, it's kind of like a crime to go to Costco alone.
But it's all about access to flowers. Like Costco, they don't have flowers.
Yeah, they got deals on flowers. You kidding me?
I'm not gonna summarize romance as just like buying flowers.
I'm saying
though,
that's
like,
an
No, that was a
example
quick-
I
of me
know.
being
gesture.
romantic,
I know.
spontaneous,
But I guess like if I'm trying to think of other examples for you, yes, you do a really good job at romantic gestures, but it's more like I can tell that you listen because you'll do things that I say or like that I ask for. He's always down to make that effort. And
But I
like
think
that.
being romantic is, because you mentioned doing the big thing, like the engagement and some big thing. Being romantic's not to say the big thing isn't important, but it's also hitting the little things day to day.
Yeah.
I.e., buying flowers.
Yeah, or like making
Doing
breakfast without asking, or like breakfast, like just little things.
I've picked
that
up
make you
some
feel, like,
spontaneous
seen.
coffees without her knowing. So,
Perfect.
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's true though. It's
That's
those little
beautiful.
things that keep the relationship alive. Like, because you're not
Nothing-
taking anything
nothing-
for granted. You're just continuing to.
Nothing gets my girl going
Think of
like
the other person.
spontaneous Starbucks that she didn't know about.
Well, that's a transition.
Iced macchiato latte.
I was gonna say
Pumpkin spice.
Yeah, during pumpkin spice season, he knows.
Spice for her. Okay, what gets you in the mood? You know, that mood.
Iced macchiato latte. Just kidding.
The mood.
What gets me in the mood?
Uh,
Music for sure.
throw that thing at me.
Yeah, facts, bro. Back the truck up.
Okay, wait. What music? And what kind of truck?
Tonka. Not R&B.
Wait, isn't Tonka the monkey that we spoke about the very first
Oh my
time?
god, that is the name of the monkey.
not
Everyone
talking
go
about
back and
monkeys.
listen to I Want to Be Chosen by a Cat.
Agreed. No. Tonka truck, like construction truck, big old haul truck.
Gotcha. And what kind of music? Is it like? What's that?
I don't know how to describe it.
Genre.
For
that it falls
for
into?
my boys out there
Hayden.
who know me,
Make sure.
Ozymandias by Stoplight Observations really gets me going. There's a song called Coconut Perfume that lights it up. I guess it's kind of.
Coconut perfume.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Cool.
It's got edge. Like a song that has
what's
edge.
that one song that's like, love's got me looking so crazy right now? That remix one.
That was really good.
Drunk
Yeah,
in
that
Love.
was actually pretty
That's
good.
not
good.
That reminds me of-
Oh wait, it's literally
Talking
called
Drunk in
Crazy
Love.
in Love.
That's
Sorry, Crazy in
Beyonce.
Love. Yeah, sorry, Crazy in
Beyonce,
Love.
It's called
right?
Crazy
Sorry,
in Love.
Crazy in
It
Love.
reminds
I
me
feel
of
like you like
White
the
Chicks.
remixes.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, there is a really good remix to Crazy in Love. That the instant boner. I can't remember who's by it. There's a remix.
Okay, I don't know who the breaks is.
Hayden?
I think of R&B, honestly. R&B.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Culture.
We don't really. We're not like a couple that like does music like to get the vibe going.
Are you a silent sex couple?
Not silent
Okay.
by any means.
Not like no noise, but like no music.
Our wheels are turning.
I wouldn't say that we like go turn on music to get
Totally
the
agree.
scene
Yeah,
going,
like not
but it's
intentionally.
better when there's music and when it's organic, you know. And I would say
Yeah.
R&B gets me kind of going. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, valid.
I'll take notes.
There you
Okay.
go.
What
Lives like Chris Brown on deck.
when you know we'll go. Okay. What do you consider to be the perfect date?
Especially now, like that's a good question
Yeah.
for like deep in your relationships. Neither
Well-
of these relationships are new.
We'll do it now, like with where we're at now.
Well,
Luke,
Rachel
we
and I
child.
Rachel and I have a lovely date coming up on Saturday, and we cannot think of something we both
This is
want
like
to
the,
do other than
one
go
of the-
work out.
One of the first
Hilarious.
dates in 9 months. I mean, we've had like a few occasions, but like a set time with a babysitter coming to the house for us to go on a date. We've got 3 hours, and we're stuck.
It's also
like,
tough because
what do we do? Like dinner? I don't really want it. I mean, I want to do dinner, but like I don't really want to do dinner. Like I want to go do something.
Part of the problem is we're so outdoorsy between the two of us, and we're in St. Louis in winter. There's not a ton of outdoor activities.
And
to
I'm
do
pregnant,
in St.
so
Louis.
it's like
We
And
should
she's
see
pregnant,
what
so there's
live
not, like-
music is playing this weekend.
I already looked
like,
it up. There's nothing good. I tried.
Aww.
Yeah.
Can we make something?
Wait, okay,
Can
I
we go to, like,
personally-
Can we make music?
I personally
Nah.
really like
No.
comedy, but I know you said you're not into that so
No,
much.
Ooh,
I'm-
I haven't thought about comedians, but I do
We
like
could.
Like,
If they're- I
the
am. I can
impromptu
be.
Thing.
I
There's
can
like
be.
several.
Oh, like an improv.
Yeah,
club or
there's some
something.
couple around.
St. Louis is not a comedy. Like it's not.
Not a hub.
I went to one in
Austin.
St. Louis, you guys. I slightly cringed at it a little bit, but you never know. It could be good.
So what's our perfect date? Back to the root of the question here.
True. Thanks for bringing us back. Way to stay on top.
Yeah, I'm just here to keep the pod on track.
Somebody's gonna do it.
Someone's got to do it.
They don't think we do that.
They don't
It's
do
there.
it.
Well, it's not. Not everything's gonna be on one topic. It's a conversation, you know.
Perfect date's an activity for me. It's a physical exertion.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, not sex for you gutter-minded individuals.
Gutter.
Well, okay, sorry. Sex is included in the exertion, but it's not the primary focus of the date. It's a pickleball. It's a going to play catch at the park. It's
Right.
That's all you need to do, Rachel, is just go get a baseball and go play catch with Luke at the park.
Luke can
We
play
went
catch
on
with
one
himself
date.
when he gets turned on.
what?
I said you can play catch with yourself when you get turned on.
The latest time we went to the park, I played catch with myself.
How did you do that?
I just threw
straight
the
up
ball
in the air.
Okay. I threw it like
Whatever
straight
works,
up
man.
like 40 yards downfield.
People
I
were-
sprinted.
People
for
were
it.
probably looking like, what is he got going on?
It was next to an apartment complex. I'm sure there's a lot of stairs out the window.
Okay, Hayden.
Yeah.
We're keeping the pod on track. Hayden, what's your response?
There you go. I will throw something in there that I heard recently that is the move. Liv, we've got to keep this in mind. You gotta, because like I'll preface, I like a dinner, like trying a new place out. I think me and Liv are foodies in a way. And
It's like my favorite, yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Definitely foodies.
And you gotta get it on before you go to dinner, because afterwards,
Bro, that's a
Afterwards, you just want to go to
you
bed.
just like
Okay, but
Yes.
also,
That's
like,
straight up.
look,
Yeah.
I got my hair done, my makeup's nice. Like, I don't want to go, like,
It's a
have you
double-edged
kissing
sword.
on me.
Yeah.
There's
like,
ways
before
around
dinner.
that. Okay, but
So then, can we like spice it up and do?
that was
something
just a
that's
thought.
not-
I heard that recently. I was like, oh, I am always like,
Some backstory.
and I could probably be better about not absolutely stuff my face at dinner. So there's a couple of different ways to go about this.
Wait, this maybe is Hayden's own personal problem, actually.
Oh, I mean, I'm doing some introspection here in front of everyone. But the perfect date, I think it does include trying a new restaurant out, and then I like the idea of like it being evening time, probably like walking afterwards somewhere and kind of like probably popping into a few bars, maybe getting a few nightcaps, like sampling like their drink menu, or even not even going to a dinner necessarily, but doing like hitting a strip of places and almost getting an app and a drink at each place. Like
Bar
we've had a not even bar crawl, like a restaurant call, but you're just getting an
Wait,
app and a
I
drink.
feel
and
it's
then
kind of a
bouncing.
bar. It's a bar stroll.
Wait,
actually.
But it's bar
Yeah.
food. I'm talking
I
like
feel like
restaurant.
there's some
app.
cities that are really good for that. You'll see
Yeah.
that in Austin.
Okay.
They're like,
No,
Yeah, that's
Orlando
facts.
too, where I used to live in Orlando. Like I can think of even multiple trips where I would do this, but it is true. Like me and Hayden would love a good adventure walk, if you will.
Yeah.
well,
That feels
usually
romantic.
hates
Yeah.
walking.
That feels romantic. That
We're
I
sampling,
think
we're
he's
trying
got that,
stuff, you know, changing up the vibe, you know, because I feel like the restaurant can be 2 hours and I'm 4 old fashions deep and a bowl of pasta. I'm like, all right, let's go home. You're not getting any tonight, and I'm falling asleep in the first 20
But if you're
minutes. of
having
this new
5
movie.
cheese curds per restaurant,
I'm starting to
If I'm
pacing
rethink
it out.
my comments about romance here. Okay.
Take him to like a salad bar and then see if he's ready afterwards.
But that carnivore diet is going to keep you on track.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
It's hard to overeat.
you're only going to get chicken wings per restaurant as they have.
Chicken wings is a stretch too, just like meat of some kind.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to go extra romance here and deep. Each of you guys, how did you know we were the ones?
I'm gonna add on to this one and say this question was actually requested multiple times by multiple people. So. Long pause.
Gut thing says that ass, but
Seriously?
that's surface level, so that's not the case.
Not my face.
Yeah, well, obviously your face. The one for me, how I found out was when the music clicks for me. I feel like there's more than just surface level understanding of when you respect the same type of music. So that was where I think we both initially clicked, was we would exchange music tastes. And I feel like there's a
Like you're sending
that's better than just texting, right?
Yeah,
it's
like you're sending each other song
That's
recommendations.
right. Yeah, and I was like,
He was like, damn.
Ooh. I was like, that one
That's
hits.
my girl.
But it's not even stuff that I would listen to, right? It's new stuff, and I'm listening to it, and it kind of.
So I sent
It
you
is
this
nice when
song,
you get
you
on
said
the
to
same-
yourself, she's the one.
It clicked.
I love that. Look, he actually has a moment. That's cool. Don't judge his moment.
No, I'm
She
not.
does
I've just
for
never.
sure.
It started with ass to like music, so I'm like, I'm just trying to.
He took you on a roller coaster.
This is my first. I really was expecting something a little different, but like, that's nice. But we sent each other a lot of music before we even started
It's
dating.
hot. Yeah.
So before we started dating, you're like, she's the one.
He was just waiting for his moment to slide in there.
Okay. All right. I love you.
Also, big Jimmy Dore. That was that was known right away for me.
Active lifestyle is huge.
Yeah, that was right away for me. I knew that. So
Yeah.
that clicked instantly.
Absolutely.
There's gotta be something more.
Sorry for the letdown. Apparently.
No, I think I was just. I mean, no, that's beautiful. Hate it.
I'll
Next.
jump in there now. I think I was talking with this with Liv not too long ago, and I feel like for me it was like a series of things. Like pretty much, after a certain amount of time, there was like enough. I could start building like this maybe future in my mind where you start. You're trying to figure a person out, and then you kind of like, in my mind, I'm like checking a box, like, oh, they are that person, and I'm like confirming that they have these qualities for like life, and then you start building the, I guess, future in your mind of what it looks like, and it starts becoming more and more clear. So I think that it was not necessarily when did I know, it was how long did it take me, and it took me, a year.
It was when you
and a half.
constructed the.
It was when I constructed
the
the future.
forecast.
Yeah, exactly. And then after that, it didn't take me long to start shooting out. I got this proposal plan to text.
Like when we started dreaming together, we saw the big picture.
Yeah, it definitely helped when you started
That's
talking more about the future too, and kind of we agreed on our ultimate, like, what it looked like, and
We had a really pinpointed vision.
yeah,
Yeah. It's cool.
so not one.
It's what?
No aha moment.
No aha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess to go off your response, Luke, it was more of like a lifestyle click. Well, obviously more than that, but like, it was like we're on the same wavelength. Like, how are you?
Well, we didn't get to hang
How
out.
are we the same person?
We didn't hang out. Actually.
Yeah, we're kind of like the same weirdos.
Well, that kind of makes sense then because it's almost like they're both saying the same thing because even for Hayden, right, we start dreaming together and we were building this life together, so it was that our lifestyles were just meshing like a lifestyle click.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. I think that concludes us interrogating you guys. So we're gonna now do.
Hold up. One last question.
Yeah.
One last question for you guys as requested
Off the books.
on the books.
Only.
For
Oh, my
any of the guys who may be listening, because this one was requested, so I've got to honor it.
12.
What's your golf handicap?
Yeah.
You already knew. Hayden.
I'm embarrassed to say I don't have a clear answer for you. I looked at my app recently, and I don't have enough logged rounds. So.
Well, it's winter.
Yeah.
It's the one of the last 3 months. Or last 3
But
rounds.
I just started
Or 9
logging
rounds.
my rounds like last year, and honestly, I didn't like do it consistently enough.
Oh.
I'm probably like a 13.
Well, you played a lot of scrambles. Didn't
yeah,
you?
not actually as much last year as I have in years past.
Okay.
I do like to play my ball way more now, but
Totally.
I would say that
This is a different language for
you ask my friends, I probably played at 13.
And we're
That's
just
fine.
we're just
So
proud
we're
members over here
we're really similar.
of the
Style-wise, game-wise.
Yes,
what is it?
I would say
The
you'd
Golf
be
Widows Club.
good competition
Golf.
anytime we go against each other.
You more than me.
Yeah.
We both had the ability to
Yeah.
shoot
You more
Probably.
than me for
7,
sure.
but
We also-
could drop a fucking like 20.
Okay.
I will say
that
I've
concludes
improved in
the
the
first
past.
half.
I'm not done talking golf yet,
Yeah.
honestly. So.
Wait.
Hey.
All right.
We gotta cut them off.
Okay, Olivia and Hayden. How
Dun, dun,
has
dun.
working together every day had an impact on your relationship?
I had no input. in these
And
questions.
have you ever gotten spicy in the office?
The fact that he had to think about it, that's a hard no, actually.
Well, damn, because when you own the company, you can fucking make your own decisions.
It's a hard no about the getting spicy in the office.
It is a hard no, but TBD.
Okay.
Will not be known
25 's
forever
gonna
is
bring
what
some
Hayden's
new
saying.
things.
Yeah.
See
He-
what?
He would have to get me on board for that, so that might be a struggle for him. But
It's
After
not, it's
hours.
not hard.
After
All right.
hours.
yeah, it's not hard.
To answer your question about how's it been working, we've had our ups and downs. I think it's been gradually easier as time went along. We had to realize that, you know, it's hard to separate, and this was harder for me to turn it off. Like, there'd be things at 8:30 at night. The way my brain works is like, you know, let's talk about this subject, and she's like, Hayden, shut the hell up. Like, we've been working all day. Versus, you know, having some kind of endpoint, which we've gotten good at, kind of communicating clearly to your partner that you can't talk, you know, work all day long. That was probably, it's just been time, has really been figuring stuff out, but it's gotten better.
I think too, in the beginning though, we're actually like, we've talked a lot about how we're super, super grateful for the experience like of getting to work together, because we really think that's one of the factors that super propelled our relationship to the next level, because it was out of working together and starting to take on all of these projects together that we were starting to have to make really big and really difficult decisions together all the time. That, like, I think that's kind of where it even came from, that we built like such a descriptive future for what we wanted and to like figure that out together. So it's such a push and pull. Like, we feel like it's given us so many awesome things, but yeah, it needs boundaries.
And to that point as well, we also realized through working together that people have their natural superpowers, you know, kind of personality aligns with the type of work, and we realized that I'm more of like the visionary, kind of like dreamer. She's more of like the realistic integrator, like, you know, keep me on, you know,
Yeah, would
planet
you
Earth.
say that crosses over to your, like, not in the workspace?
Yes.
Because in the workspace, I'm sure you guys learn things about each other that you didn't know about each other until you're,
Right.
like, doing business.
Which-
in business, Olivia and Hayden are probably a little different than personal life, Olivia and
Oh
Hayden.
my gosh. But also they do completely cross over, because I almost think it's like sorry guys, like a strength of our business that we know each other so well through and through. So I can see the way like he has this trait in his personal life, how it becomes a business thing, and it's like, you know, and vice versa, where it's like, oh my gosh, like this is such your strength in our personal life because of this, but we need to watch it when we're, you know, messing with employees or vendors or whatever.
And I also think that it is helpful in a way to think about your partnership as a business. You know, I think that without taking out the romance aspect of it, it operates very similarly in that way, and that you can build in systems and processes to, you know, cater to that individual's personality and how they, you know, best operate and things like that.
And it's also nice to have the flexibility of your boss / partner literally being your like fiance.
There's some upsides.
Yeah.
Unlimited PTO.
Unlimited PTO, great flexibility for when to show up at work.
Love that.
You can't get.
Oh,
So you guys' turn.
crap, we have to ask them a
you
question
need to
now.
return,
Okay, okay. Sorry guys, I have to pull it up. I was unprepared.
Y'all just spitfire 8 questions.
How has becoming parents together changed your relationship?
I think similarly, it invokes a bit of a business mindset to the point where it's boundary creation. It's,
Yeah.
you know,
Boundaries have changed. For
Right.
Well,
roles,
boundaries
gone.
and priorities have changed.
You know, it's more than just being, you know, you can't be a dink. You have to be a cohesive family together, where it's, you know, hey, we each have our own roles, and, you know, my role is to work and bring in the ability for us to have a living with, you know, finances and things, and do my own thing. And Rachel's the caretaker and the supporter, the compassion, the holder of compassion, the bringing up of our child, the everything else that matters, if you will. So it's definitely like defined the role, and we both I think we both really enjoy it a lot. We talk about how it's impacted our lives individually, but there's a cohesive matter to how we both get along with one another's roles. That we both have respect for one another as far as hey, what do you do on the day to day? What do I do on the day to day? That there's a extreme amount of respect. So the biggest thing that it's done, in my opinion, is it's given us an enhanced feeling of respect towards one another because
And gratitude.
I don't know, and gratitude, 100%. I don't know what she goes through. She doesn't really know what I go through. But when we're together, we both have a ball of a time with our daughter and with one another. So there's a enhanced level of
Probably
respect.
hard not to with that cutie pie. you got going on.
She's fucking adorable.
Jesus, yeah. I walk in today and she's just smiling. Yeah.
Yeah, I joke around too that like, because we were only dating for a year before I got pregnant, that we're in our honeymoon phase right now, even though we're like parents and like we're doing that. So it's not like, 10 years down the road, now we're having kids. And so you're already kind of know each other's habits. I feel like it's allowed us to, I think immediately, like right off the bat, like this is our life. So like we have to make it work. It's not necessarily changing our relationship or our life of like a few years of knowing how it is to suddenly the dynamics completely changes. I mean, obviously there's changes, but I feel like from the get-go, we had to adapt pretty fast. And I think we make a good conscious effort of making sure that we focus on each other too and continue being the same and different person that we fell in love with, like with those habits.
You feel like
and stuff.
after the kid, you almost had to like, there's not enough time for BS of like working on, like letting things play out. It's just like, all right, we gotta talk this out now because we don't have time for dealing with it on the back end.
Yeah.
I
think I'm pretty straightforward with things where I'm like, if you say this, like I'm expecting this, so please don't.
Liv
like,
is good about that as well.
Back to the green flag thing.
I was
Be
gonna
as
say,
blunt and
be
straightforward
direct.
as you can. Like,
Yeah.
you have to have that now as a parent because to your point, if it's sitting on the back burner and it's just fucking
It's gonna get buried.
simmering.
Yeah.
And then you inadvertently act or say or treat someone different because it's on the back burner.
I think knowing that your child is watching and taking everything in too is like massive. Of knowing that like, okay, if she sees that we're in a discussion or an argument, like she's also gonna see how we mediate it and like how we discuss it or like talk it out, and your kid's taking all the energy that you have in the house, and so they feel it all. So
It's like your honeymoon phase is unfolding like under a microscope with high intense pressure.
Yeah. But like I wouldn't say anything's gone downhill. Like personal life, sex, like nothing's been like.
We have a ton of sex.
I was gonna say, she made sure to throw that one in there. Good job.
No, I can't because everyone's like, oh, sex life goes down after marriage and
It's
like
really
kids, and I'm like, it is skyrocketed. We're having fun. So it's
But
just
yeah,
like,
there's
I
an
think it's what
innate,
you
like-
make of it, what you choose to make of it.
There's an innate behavioral understanding that you have with a child that's like, they are already a mini you and they're going to only become more of you, each of you. So it's like, okay, I'm going to behave the way that I am. You can't put on a face, you can't become someone else. Like, I am who I am. So, and my wife, Rachel, is who she is. So Lucia will be that.
Hence Ubuntu, I am because you are.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Nice tattoo, man.
Thank you for the fans out there.
It's
a family tattoo.
It's not a software.
It's not a software.
All right, you guys, what's your guys' song?
Do you
have a song?
We are currently in a debate for the wedding song. And
Yeah,
that's
kind
a
of
tough
a big
one.
debate.
But our song,
I think it's
we
the
thought about
I
this the
can
other
get
day.
used to this. Becky Hill.
I think so too
How's
because
that one go?
I can get used to this.
Why do I know this?
I can't sing
It's-
very
it's
well.
like a-
actually.
it's kind of like
Just say
EDM.
the name of the song.
It's a hype song, honestly.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's Becky Hill. I could get used to this. I sent it to her after our second
That's
date.
some Kentucky bullshit.
As
bro.
no, it's a good song. You'd like it. And
You would like it.
On our way home from our second day, I think she was going to come back and watch a movie at my place, and I sent it to her. And I think, sometimes you read in the lyrics as well. Even though I didn't intend that, it was like one of those where she was like, "Oh my god, I could get used to this."
I did. I read into the lyrics, but I loved it.
No,
The
that's what
same
happened.
thing happened to us. He sent me a song, and it was
All
so.
the way by Shane Smith and the Saints.
No,
No.
this is me.
Oh, Mess With Me by the Lost
They
Jacks.
sent way too many songs back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did say that.
What's that Glass Animal song that you guys like that you turn me on to?
Domestic Bliss.
Yeah, like I
It's
don't
so
know
good.
why
The
out of the
one
whole
song they
album
didn't
I
play at
didn't
the
get that
concert.
one.
Dreamland.
The only
Yeah.
song they didn't play at the concert.
Yeah,
was
then the-
that
Your
song.
guys'
Your
our
ass.
song. Okay, but
Say it again. Get used. I can get used to
I
this.
can
by
get used
Becky
to this
Hill.
by Becky Hill.
Yes,
Yeah.
logged.
Long.
There
It's
you
going
go.
to- it's going
That's
to the
that's like the
queue.
quote unquote like
Right, I
like
have
that's
to
the
do it
song
all
that when I
for it.
hear it, I immediately think of me and Hayden when we started dating.
That's your song.
Like,
Yeah. That's your song.
exactly.
Is that your song, or you're coming to terms with that?
I think I don't really have one, and if there were, it would be that.
Okay.
Because I said it to her, like I said, don't read into this. It was just, hey, fire song. And she was like, oh, I can get
I was
used to
like,
this.
oh my
Yeah.
god, he fucking loves me.
Okay, what's the? I was gonna joke around and be like, okay, if it's not a song, then what's your guys' business plan? Like, what is the one that gets you guys litty titty? Like,
Business plan.
yeah, because if they don't have a song, then like, never mind.
They have a song.
The joke just
Like getting down to business.
Yes. Liv caught on. Okay, my bad. Sorry, guys. We're gonna cut that out because that was
Fuck
super awkward. We're cutting that.
No, you
part
need to
out.
explain it now because now I'm lost.
No, like what's your getting down to business song?
Yeah.
Like your
Oh,
business
I thought you
song. Like
meant,
what's
like-
your song for doing the business?
You didn't say.
I
Getting
thought you were
down
asking what
to.
her next business endeavor was.
That's what I was
I know, me
excited.
too. I was getting.
I was like, oh, don't
No,
get
it
me
was,
started.
It was, well, don't get totally started, but like, the joke was that if you guys don't have a song, because Luke said he knew I was the one with the song, whatever, music's very important. I always say whatever, it's not whatever. Luke's very, I mean, music is very important in our lives, okay? But for you guys, I feel like it's very, like, your whole thing's like, you work together as business. So, like, what is the business language that gets you guys, that is yours?
Oh,
What's your business language?
when
Like,
we-
what's your business thing?
when
Like,
we.
honey, get the
Is it like
stapler.
smart goals?
Okay, no. When we like.
Refill the stapler.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, okay. Wait. First of all, a second song came to mind. Broken Window Serenade. Absolutely.
Oh,
incredible.
Whiskey
Runs
Myers?
through windows.
Yeah, we
Whiskey
actually went and
Myers.
saw
That
them like
holds a
2
special
years
place
ago.
in my heart.
Where?
I think,
Here?
No,
No,
they
it's
were
actually
in
in
Evansville,
Evansville,
actually.
Indiana, at a small venue, but it was
That's
awesome.
gorgeous.
We were right there on
Yeah,
the floor.
it was so much fun. We danced the
Broke
whole
Window
time.
Serenade, Rolling Stone,
Yeah.
Bury My Bones,
Yes.
all
Okay.
of those.
Yes.
Whiskey Myers, very big
Bitch.
fan. But
Bitch,
you know,
yeah,
the
that's a good
business
one.
thing that gets us like hype is like when we have to tackle something. I feel well. I'll speak for me on this one. I don't know for Hayden, but like when we have to tackle like a really tough like I don't know negotiation or deal or somebody's come back and like we have to like sit there and like power out a plan and then we're like fuck yeah that's what we're gonna say.
See, that was the answer I was looking for.
Yeah, she said it all.
Yeah, because sometimes it's hard. We have to go back and forth and try out the conversation, and then we're like, nailed it, got the plan. We're such fucking badasses. Let's
There you go.
try it.
There you go.
Executing.
Real
Yeah,
talk. Do you guys use a
executing.
whiteboard? Do you guys whiteboard draw
No.
plans into
We
a model?
should do that more.
We should get a big ass whiteboard because it would help.
I'm not a whiteboard guy.
Okay, we found a
You're not-
giant.
I draw on the whiteboard in your office, and it's been there since Christmas.
Yeah.
We found a giant whiteboard in the basement of the house that we were fixing up, and it was like filled with somebody's like the guy before us in this house. His whole ideas, all of his concepts. We were gonna keep the whiteboards just because like the fun of it, but
Did you take a photo?
yeah, did we? I couldn't find it now.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure there's good stuff on
So
there.
like it was his
Concept.
vision board, and I believe in vision boards, and he was making progress on this fixer-upper house, but I think he fell under hardship and he had to sell, and so we kind of completed the project. And what was the weirdest about there were two huge whiteboards.
Yeah.
And what was weirder is the first time we got to use the primary shower when we refinished it, I got out and the mirror that was stayed there is a huge mounted
Yeah.
long mirror. I look and I see encoded messages coming through the steam.
It's because it all fogged up, but not where
Because-
he had written on it.
Not where he had written on it didn't fog up, and it was his other vision board, and it was like detailed, like
It would have
coffee
made Rachel
shop
think the house was
downstairs.
haunted.
It was cool. It was awesome. You like saw his mind bleeding through like a.
I don't like ghosts.
This sounds like
It was a ghosty.
This sounds like the OG Pinterest. Like this
Yeah.
guy, this guy created like what Taco created is my face on the league.
I have a buddy named Taco, and based on that show, though I've never seen it. So
Sorry, to what up? Anyway, it's like an off-brand pitch.
shout out to Nathan.
What up, Nathan?
The fact that we have to like share this mic so Hayden just like grabbed it back from me really quick to do a shout out. Okay, just a simple one for you guys. Who's the big spoon?
Yeah, it's me.
It's Luke.
The other
You
day,
have a belly now.
the other day, yeah, that's true with the pregnant belly.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
It's tough to be a little
That's hard.
spoon. But the other day, I was like, I want a little spoon. And it didn't happen.
Because of the baby belly.
We were watching
Yeah,
TV on this
mostly.
couch, and I was sitting here, and so he wanted to like lay back on me. I was like, no, no, no.
Can we reenact it? Should we reenact it?
No.
Okay. Shot now.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
I'm big spoon.
Sounds great.
All right, you guys. What's an assumption you guys had about one another that turned out to be right?
Ooh, coming in with a toughie here.
Because I know one for Luke. I don't know.
It's an
I don't know if you
assumption
have
that we
one
had
about me.
about one another that turned out to be right.
Like a stereotype, even.
No, like for instance, like Luke came across very much like I don't give a fuck, and like to an extent that's actually very true, but like not in a douchebag kind of way. But I thought it was a douchebag kind of way initially, but it's not. It's
So you're
more.
right.
No,
I
it's
think-
more of like I'm gonna do what I need to do,
Yeah.
and like if people have a problem with it, that's not my problem.
I think it's a little bit different because you guys knew each other before you were dating. Me and Hayden met on our first date.
Accurate.
So it's hard to say like
We were like emotionally dating. Gosh.
all the assumptions like we had about each other were from the point of us like trying to get to know each other and presenting ourselves in that way. Does something
Nothing comes to
remind
mind.
you? Fuck, that's a good question, Rachel.
Do we need to pass?
Pass
Ah.
for now.
No,
Yeah, your turn.
I'm
Yeah, you
gonna
have to
let it
recollect
simmer.
what assumptions
I'm gonna let it
you
simmer
drew
and
3
think
years
about that
ago.
one. Okay, who said I love you first?
Me.
It's Luke.
It's me.
How did it happen?
I'm the romantic.
How did it happen?
He's the
I
romantic.
just fucking said it.
But like in
It was
what
like
context?
it was our second date.
It was technically the second time we hung out.
Yeah. It was cool.
Legally.
Because
George
they
was
were
fine.
emotionally dating at
We were already
the time.
emotionally dating. We were,
Yeah, you guys were already in it.
we were dating
Yeah,
as-
and I'm pretty sure that day before I asked him to be my boyfriend. So
That's accurate. Rachel did ask me to be her boyfriend first, Rachel engaged the relationship, and then I followed up a day later with
Did
the
I-
L.
He was like, she stole the thunder, so I have to tell her I love you first. Like I have
Top
to
that,
do
bitch.
You didn't want to say it. You were too scared to say it that early. And
Yeah,
I was
totally.
like, no, you really should because I'm feeling it too. So
Yeah,
let's
totally.
just get the show on the road, you know?
being blunt.
Did I tell you I love you when I asked you to be my girlfriend as well?
No, that's not. That was not.
What was the first time? I was.
Wait, no. The reason Hayden doesn't remember is because he was blackout drunk. I had
Blackout
to tell him
isn't-
what happened.
Blackout is an exaggeration.
Dark brown.
I don't know. That's not
Okay.
what happened.
So you asked me to be your girlfriend in October. We were at the 12 Bars of Christmas bar crawl
Definitely blacked out. Yeah.
when Hayden told me that he loved me, and I was like, oh my god, like did he really just say that like in the middle of the fucking club right now? And so then like the next morning, I was like, you know, last night you told me that you loved me. You guys, he laughed so hard. He fucking started laughing. I was like, eyes were wide. I was like, oh my fucking god, did he not mean it?
And it's because, if you remember, it's because it all came back to me, and I was like, I did, and I mean it.
He was like, and I fucking love you, and I was like, thank God.
Yes. She was, yeah, it was.
You had me sweating.
Yeah,
I
you did.
definitely.
He just
did. Not
started
intentionally,
laughing.
But I remember laughing
Oh.
hard the next morning. I was like, but it was just, yeah, true feelings come out when I'm drunk.
Can I be honest?
You didn't recede it.
Like,
That's good.
why is
Yeah.
it? Like, I get it's a big deal, but like, why is it such a big deal
To say I love you? It depends
Because-
on. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, people automatically associate love with like, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with you.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, I never took it that
mean,
way.
It can mean that
Oh,
for
thanks.
some.
Well, you're
Very
your own person.
I
serious.
think it can mean.
People,
for
yeah,
some.
people take it as.
Yeah.
We have the same mindset on that. It's
Yeah.
like,
I guess sometimes I'm just like, okay, if you feel then you feel it. Like, why you
I
gotta
love a
worry?
lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's
A
not,
whole lot of
because
love.
you know, like when
Romance.
you're saying it like that, you're not saying it in the like, oh, I love you, like you're my friend, of course I love you. Like it's not, you're not saying it in like that. You're saying like, no, like I love you, like I'm serious. I think it's the seriousness
I tell all
that
the homies
freaks
I love
people
them,
out.
so,
Yeah, because like
Oh.
even Hayden said about like a red flag being like too forward right away, like talking too much about the future. And so it's like if somebody says I love you right away, somebody else could be thinking like, oh my god, they want to have my babies.
That is really cool.
Okay.
If she
I guess
told
that
me
makes
I love
sense.
you month
That's
into
true.
dating and I didn't even know I hadn't thought about that yet, I'm gonna be like, whoa.
It's definitely a milestone.
No, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. You're right.
So
I
it
wouldn't
does
just
hold a lot of
expect
weight.
it to be whipped out right away,
Right.
or to say it right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it holds a lot.
I guess it's not a big deal when you're actually with the right person, because then you're like, oh my god, I love you.
Yeah.
Why am I hiding that? So it's just oh, you know.
Woo!
This is the last question I have for you guys. Who cooks and who cleans in your relationship?
Oh, this is my question. I did have input on this one.
Yeah.
Who cooks and who cleans?
Yeah.
I
This
think
question's
I'd
gonna
do
make
it
me
all.
look bad.
Yeah. I mean,
No
I would
shit.
say that we established recently, and Rachel, you were here for this conversation, I am more tidy, so I'm constantly picking up and cleaning up, making sure the house looks presentable, but I will go longer without a deep clean. So she'll make sure the deep cleans get done,
Yeah.
but...
No. I'm clean. Like he said, he's
Liv's
tidy.
let me
I'm
get the record straight.
clean. Like he's not gonna go scrub the floors and the shower and stuff. He's gonna make sure there's absolutely no clutter. There's not gonna be anything on the floors.
I'm going to make sure that there's not mascara just absolutely clogging up the sink for weeks on end, because it's a white sink. I mean, yeah, I'm going to make sure that the dishes are not in the sink because they have to get done. So yes, I am that person, because I actually do get a little bit of anxiety
Okay.
when things aren't where they're supposed to be.
And then also though, about the cooking, the reason that we'll say that he cooks more is because he changes up his diet very often, and so
Okay.
we're not gonna eat the same things quite often. Like
give you that.
he's gonna be cooking what he's gonna eat.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But to that end, I will also only cook. I mean, you'll cook chicken, but I cook the meats the rest of the time.
Yes, but if you were eating anything other than meat, you would be loving my cooking because I make all the sides. All our whole relationship, Hayden has made the meat, and I've made all the sides. I was vegetarian for 4 years, so I got all these side dishes going. He doesn't enjoy the side dishes so much.
Sides are overrated.
Is that what you thought about
That's a
Mother's
hot
Day?
take, dog.
That is
No.
You know what Hayden loves? He loves my baking. So Hayden's not gonna bake for me. I will bake for him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
I
a
like your
fault.
baking too.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Hence
Yeah.
his meat diet, guys.
Yes, we're all here because Liv's cookies. That's why.
cookies are really.
Minus the fact that I accidentally made ones with peanut butter today, so Luke can't have any.
Yeah,
my bitch
trying to-
ass can't eat
Who's
peanuts.
allergic to
Accidentally
all
trying
nuts,
to kill
guys?
Luke.
Because I don't know if anyone knows. Who knows that? Who doesn't?
Peas,
Most-
trees, and D's. All of them.
Yeah, all of them. He's allergic to them.
Yeah,
So
he let me try his happy bit.
Buddy got fired up.
Kidding.
Wait, me and Rachel, we were.
It's a hell of a drug.
I,
Epinephrine's a
you told me
wild
about
time.
epinephrine, and honestly, I've been wanting to try it since. So.
oh my god.
Okay, me and Rachel, we were sitting listening to a panel, and they said what's a red flag in a guy, and she said. What'd she say?
Someone
Rachel
said
said
something-
Oh, she said allergic to cats and peanuts. And we
Like
just
allergic-
died laughing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Allergic
it's just
to
me.
nuts and
Yeah.
cats.
Yeah, that was the girl's
That
red
was
flag.
your red flag?
Oh,
Oh, I was gonna say.
The panelist girl, that's what she
Why are we
said.
married?
Although Luke, I did have to give my cats away because he's allergic to cats. So there's
that's
that,
true love
and he's
right
allergic
there.
to nuts. So
Two really nice cats were rehomed because of me. That's facts.
yes.
But y'all are looking. You're about to get a hyperallergenic
we have
one.
to go and test the cat out.
Oh, hey, not to put you pressure on, but would you like to watch Canelo when we
Yes.
travel in February?
When? Because we're gone for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, we are.
That's why I asked, when are you gone?
Oh, the 8th
February
and
8th
the
to
21st.
21st.
When do we leave?
24th to the 26th.
Boom, boom.
Dibs.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, but
Dibs on
she'll
it all.
have to live here.
Yeah, no, she has
yeah.
to live here.
Yeah.
And that's-
Okay. If you guys are down.
Smuggles.
We won't hold you to it. The fact that he just asked you
Only
on the
if you watch
podcast,
our
on video right now, we have Luke's agreement on recording. Okay.
Rachel's not a dog person. That's confirmed. So
I'm not a dog person. I've had a dog. Was it
she's
nice
still not. She's still
long-haired
not a dog
dachshund.
person.
Wiener.
Admit you're not a dog person.
I'm a cat person.
Okay. So
It doesn't mean I don't like dogs. I just don't like untrained.
Right.
you're not a dog
Filthy
person.
cat.
I think we're on the same page about that.
We are.
Cats have their benefits, and people who don't see them crazy because they are cool in their own
Untrained
perspective.
dogs
In their own respect.
need to
I
get
keep saying that wrong.
their shit
respectively.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, dogs can be a lot. I mean, Canella's like, what, 5 months old? And she's
Not yet.
Not even 5 months, but yeah.
She's like 1 year then.
Like a little baby.
Yeah. Well, okay. So this question came from Hayden as well. Then, who's the more kinky?
Kinky?
Rachel.
What? Kinky?
Yeah.
Do you even know what kinky means? Do you?
I don't know.
I
guess
don't know. Can we Google that? So I need the exact definition.
Jamie.
Okay.
Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie, pull. Theo Vaughn.
Yeah.
Jamie, pull that up. Chat GPT. Can I get a drink now? Is this good time to do?
No, we're about to finish.
Okay.
I'm gonna come.
Involving or given to unusual sexual behavior.
Well, that's Luke. Do you want to talk about toes?
You guys?
All right, so Rachel was giving me a massage, because I had this little knee thing, so she was giving me this little quad work, and she worked her way down, and I was like, whoa.
Whoa.
I was like, whoa.
Getting quite low there.
Down, not up, down.
Yeah.
Right, and so I was like, whoa.
To the
I'm not
toes.
kidding, but we don't even use that in sex.
No, it's just funny because you're like, oh, everyone's like, not everyone, but like, oh,
I
toes
did.
and sex.
No, I did level with
feet
the toes.
and sex. We're like, what is this all about?
I
So
did
I'm like,
get it. I was
I'm like, why don't I
this
just
clicks.
massage his toes and see what happens?
Yeah, no,
And I was like,
it's-
oh. I'm not about it. You are, so you're the kinky one.
There you go. Established.
So yes, confirmed. I confirm now level with the toe community.
To an extent.
He
It
can
is
resonate
not
deeply.
The toes have not been explored sexually yet. Stay tuned till next episode to find out.
There you go.
Tonight.
Tonight. On Love Island.
Coming up.
Okay.
In the bed.
We're going to
Toes.
bed. To sleep.
Okay. You got you want to do one more? Or?
Yeah, let's do it, but I don't have one. You ask us.
Okay, well then let me leave us off on a kind of sweet note, because this is what I like to hear. What is y'all's most cherished memory? Crickets.
Key Biscayne,
I have
Florida. Key Biscayne, Florida. Florida.
Oh.
Miami trip.
That's like a vacation. That's like a between you and I. But I think, well, I don't
Not a
know.
core
To me,
memory.
to me, it's like when we actually had our court wedding and when Lucia was born. Even though I was probably high on drugs.
Those good things.
Luke's like, maybe should have
No, but I thought that too. There's a vacation we did to Miami that was
Looks
so
bad.
fun and it was really good. It's like my favorite vacation, and anytime, like, I just always love it. But then if I get really, really deep into my hustle, I'm like, the day we actually legally got married was.
The question was memory, right? Like, what was the
Cherished
best
memory.
I mean, yeah.
We've had a few big ones.
Yeah, you have.
So I just hope to keep making more of them.
The birth of the daughters, yeah, definitely go to.
It's a big one.
Yeah, I'll wait for that one.
Precious baby girl.
Hell yeah. Well, I hope everyone has some really fun Valentine's Day plans.
Wait, what's
ahead.
yours?
Oh, we're gonna go into it? Hey,
I
you
know.
go.
Yeah, I know mine. Liv invited me to a wedding in Greece in 2022.
It looked
And
really fun.
it was fantastic. And it was my first.
Shout out Callie and Nick.
Shout out Callie and Nick. It was not my first time out of the country, but it was my first time to Europe. And there was a gap in between, festivities and stuff. And we had an ATV rented, and we went over to see the bride and groom's kind of sweet, cool condo on the hillside. And we were in what island?
Paros.
Paros. And we saw their condo. It was gorgeous, and they were like, look up on that hill over there. Apparently there's this like old church, and people like, it's really a pretty view or
I
sunset.
think it was a condo. It was like a whole villa. They
Villa.
had-
It was a
the wedding was
huge
taking place
compound,
there.
basically.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. And so we whipped the ATV up there at probably, sun's supposed to be going down soon. And we were kind of going up rocks. Like, it was not a drive. And we made it up to the top, and it was just overlooking the ocean. And it was like this abandoned little church on the hillside. And we watched the sun go down. And it was by far one of the most beautiful views and one of the best moments that you and I had together, I think.
Top that.
Yeah, for
That
real.
is-
We just watched a movie.
I just
be-
visualized the hell out of that.
I'll
I
show
was
you guys
like,
pictures.
damn.
But
His toes are crossed right now. He's getting excited.
I would say though, like I have two that are really close, but I have to go with the big one being when he proposed, you guys.
Yeah.
That was such a moment. It was like what he put together and like what he had help with, like a bunch of our friends and family put together. I mean, I was so surprised and it was so meaningful that one's hard to top for me.
That's sweet.
I mean,
That is
not
a
to
good
toot my own horn, but it was pretty dope.
Did well.
It was
Yeah.
romantic.
There we go.
Romantic.
Okay, guys.
There you go. Hayden's got the romance side after all.
Thank you so much for listening to this beautiful V-Day special. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Hayden and Luke, for coming on here and
Clearly
being such
naturals.
troopers. Yeah, obviously.
Are we better than you guys?
I think you might speak to a larger audience than maybe, or different audience, which is good. I mean, you made me laugh. You made us laugh.
We'll bring in a different demographic to the,
That's right. That's right.
to the views.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Love you guys.
Love y'all.
Everybody love everybody.
There you go, ELE.
ELE.
Wow.
Everybody freak out.